I've been playing video games for most of my life. My earliest memories of playing video games were sitting with my mum and my older sister playing point-and-click adventures. So we've always had a PC at home because my dad worked in computer hardware. So I've always had access to computers and had a really strong love for playing video games, but didn't realise that I could also be making video games until I was a lot older. There are so many people playing video games these days that it's a household activity. Everyone sort of is aware of video games, whether they're big console titles or games that you play on a home PC, through a browser or on a mobile phone. The term gamer is something that I really want to see vanish because it separates people who play games from any other person, whereas actually really playing video games is something that could be enjoyed by everyone in the way that we don't have a special word for someone who watches films. Games can be enjoyed by everyone, and it's just about finding the right games for you. Despite playing video games throughout my time growing up, I didn't realise that it was a viable career option, that people get paid to make them. So it was only through my love of science and maths and art that I studied a course at university that combined all three of those areas, and then realised while I was studying, actually, these subjects are really applicable to developing games. And I think understanding that relationship between technology and creativity is something that's really important for game developers and for game players, because we're reaching into areas of new technology and coming up with new interesting ways of solving problems and making more immersive experiences, but it has to be done in a creative way that's engaging for the player. So my current role at Creative Assembly is as the Technical Art Director for Total War. In that role, I look after my team, who are responsible for building art tools and enabling artists to realise their creative vision in our games. So we'll work day to day with the artists to solve problems across a range of areas, such as how they want the characters to look, how they want the environments to look, and how characters can interact with those, VFX. One of the great things that Creative Assembly has been involved with is the East London College of Arts and Music, which is in an area that has a lot of ethnic minorities that may not see themselves as potential game developers, but by being involved with the college, talking about what skills young people need to enter the games industry and being able to answer questions for young people, it really starts to break down that barrier of people just not identifying themselves as the right candidate, and really helping them to build up their confidence and know that really anyone can make games, and to create an inclusive environment and more games that appeals to a really wide range of audience. We need those different ideas from a variety of developers. If you're a young person who thinks they might be interested in a career in video games, I think the first thing to find out is what different roles are available. A lot of people think that you have to be a programmer in order to make video games, and that's really not the case. There's so many different roles through art, design. You could be an audio specialist, or even work in HR or finance to be involved in making video games and getting them to the right audience.